We're talking about UFOs, fake aliens, real aliens.
Come on now, Bubba. I digress. I apologize.
I hope your minds are ready to get blown.
It's about to get weird.
Let's get the show on the road.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's happening, y'all? How you doing tonight? We got a bunch of interesting news. Some crazy shit that went down this past week. Well, nothing really too crazy. Just something. It's a story that I think is funny. It's a really horrible dude, and what he did is really bad. But the Dayton game killer passed away, and we'll get into that in a little bit later on in the episode. But yeah, that's funny. Opie and Anthony did a Opie and Anthony. If y'all don't know who Opie and Anthony is, there would be no Pilgrim Radio. There probably wouldn't be any kind of talking at all without Opie and Anthony. You know, as far as talk show formats go. But they did a bit where they was dissecting the Dayton game killers performance on the Dayton game back in the 70s, and we're going to show you guys that video. And we're going to give you guys a little bit of the Pilgrim opinion on this shit. And I don't have my camera on right now because I'm still trying to get everything settled up a little bit in here. Let's say what's up to everybody. And I put the link out there if any of you guys want to get on here. Dusty Data, what's poppin'? SKM Keith, what's up? Ark Wildman, what's happening? Hoot Owl, what's up? I was only about 5 minutes late tonight, y'all. Laura Urban Prepper, what's up, Bubba? We got the link out here if anybody wants to hop on. So Dusty, Laura Urban Prepper, Ark Wildman, anybody, SKM Keith, what's good? You hop on too if you want to, cuz. Patricia, what's up? JH556, what's good? Lady Bro, chilling. Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate you guys. That intro, I put a little bit of work into that. It took me about 2 or 3 days using my iPhone to do that shit, but it came to fruition. Yeah, we talked about a little bit about street fighting, a little bit about fighting in general, martial arts in this last episode that we did, but this one, I'm going to show you a couple of street fights, some shitty ones and some ones that are kind of all right. You know what I'm saying? But I picked two. There's two that I was able to get up on here that I think you guys would find pretty chill. Oh, you can't hear nothing? Are we 5x5, guys? I should ask you that. How do I look and how do I sound? Well, you can't see my image right now, but you guys will be able to see in a second. Appreciate the hell out of you, Huda. Yeah, it's been a journey. We're almost on 20 episodes of Pilgrim Radio Live, and we're almost on 4 episodes of Late Night Hideout. So I was thinking this the other day, how many live streams have I done? How many times have I been on live? And I'd say probably about 30, 35 times. So that you add up all that live time hours, it's probably like a whole day, 24 hours, if not a little bit more. What up, Digital Prepper? We got the link out here if anybody wants to jump on. If you want to jump on, Digital Prepper, we're just kind of BSing around a little bit tonight, as usual. We might get Jose to return. He might pop up on here tonight and share some of that wisdom again. We got Graze the Bush over here on keyboard warrior duties, trying to find that shit.
That's good.
No, we ain't seen that yet. I'm gonna look that up though when we get back inside by computer, man.
Oh, yeah, started.
Talking about that UK technical briefing on the vid.
Christ.
Let's get it. Yeah, we're about to get everything set up.
Might as well call it a video game. How fake it is.
If they call it wrestling. No, I ain't hating on wrestling. I'm talking to Jose right now. Like that. All right, guys, just about settled in. What's happening, y'all? Representing the USA. I was watching a the Derek Lewis fight the other day. It was a recap. He's fighting against some Russian dude, but it was so funny. I know this probably everybody's heard this shit, but if y'all ain't heard this, listen to this. At the end of the fight, Joe Rogan came up and talked to Derek Lewis, and he said, Derek Lewis, that was an amazing knockout, blah, blah, blah. What's up with that? And he was like, Donald Trump called me before the fight and said that Putin and the Russians was talking shit about him and talking shit about America. And I was like, nah, fuck that. It's USA in this hoe. And that's the exact words that Derek Lewis used. But yeah, he's badass. He's going to be on the next...
That's funny.
He's going to be on the next... let me get that off there, my bad. He's going to be on the next pay-per-view, right?
Yeah.
That's going to be a good one. He does some pretty good knockouts in later on in the rounds. Let me see. Let me go up there, check that PDF out. You guys still hear me good? You go up there, check. Let me see. Opening up, go to page 19. All right. Overnight inpatient. Let me see. Actually, tell you what. I'm gonna show you guys an image of what he's talking about right here. I believe this is what this man is talking about. Let me show you this. No, let me see. He was talking about the casualty rates. Boom. I said, guess who died versus non-VU. Okay. Explain this to us a little bit, Bubba. 1,365 overnight, then deaths. So it's only 45 deaths out. So it's out 460 deaths out of 3,692. And this is UK? SARS-CoV-2 variants of concern, blah, blah, blah. So overnight inpatient admissions. Okay. 1318, 191, 703, 440, all cases. So altogether, that was 1,365 in one night, is what I'm guessing. Yeah, we'll see what's up with that, man. Like Hutch says, guys, get ready to be watching more YouTube and get ready to be creating more content as well. And if you're trying to quit smoking, try Velo nicotine pouches, y'all. But yeah, man, I keep on hearing about that stuff, guys. Like, it's a good. Thank you for bringing that up, Alarm Prepper, because that's some real shit that we need to talk about. Like, I definitely. What do you think about this lockdown coming up, Grace? Do you think there's gonna be a lockdown? You saw everything.
I mean, obviously, there's not lockdown. Look who's in control of us, right now, and of America. I'm sure everybody else, all the other countries where everybody's from, they did their lockdowns. They did it right. They were able to come back, better than we were. And, I'm pretty sure over in other countries, I'm pretty sure they're probably okay with it because they'll do it right.
Exactly.
They won't fucking. I mean, we just
like
do it
spread
right
it out. Yeah, exactly. There's just like within 2 weeks, people was tripping. There's this, that, and the other. Like,
the toilet paper stuff, the this, the that, the food,
a lot of y'all got a good collection of toilet paper though, don't y'all? There's nothing wrong with it, but
no, I mean,
but sometimes there are people that be getting. They're gonna fill up like a U-Haul trailer or some shit like that.
And the people that do this and that are like, oh my god, we gotta get ready, we gotta be ready. They'll still like leave their house and they weren't quarantined. They would still leave their house and go.
Because that's when they started finding out the shit wasn't as bad as what they were saying.
Dude, I knew from the beginning, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so scary. They scare you with this stuff. And you're like, damn, this sucks. There's obviously something getting everybody sick.
Yeah.
And then like they obviously made it, and now they made a fucking vaccine for it.
Watch your mouth. But yeah, that's crazy though.
I'm new to this whole.
But
shit.
I saw this video where Kamala, the vice president lady,
Harris.
I saw the video where she said, "Yeah, this jab took us Share a link to the video, please.
Fuck.
I was saying where she's saying that this jab, took her. She said it took us 30 years, 10 years to develop this jab. But that makes no sense, though. Didn't they say that they developed it over the past year or something like that? You know what I'm saying? So, and if they did take him between 30 and 10 years, that's a big gap. But if it did take him that amount of time, you know, obviously that means that they knew that this shit was happening a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? They knew that I know we all know the famous Gates video where Bill's talking about
Dude, all these motherfuckers
all
are
these
evil,
diseases. Yeah, straight up. But we got to delve into their evil.
bro. You know, I'm not Christian whatsoever. I'm the last person you'll see with that. But you know, there is such thing as evil, and this is what it is. Real life stuff that people are in skin
And they
like,
worship this image I'm showing you guys. Put that on there.
Dude, I don't know, man. I don't even like seeing this woman on my TV.
She's mean, dude. She fakes laugh. One of my favorite stories about her is how
Give it
she
a
said,
year or two, and she'll be in control.
remember whenever she was saying that she used to smoke weed, listening to Tupac and Snoop Dogg when they had new songs coming out?
It's all.
But she was actually arrested and incarcerating massive amounts of African American people, separating black homes.
But Mac Daddy Trump,
I heard that, digital fucker.
He was trying to end all that, but man, you know.
Mr. T, man. I believe that he was trying to do something to help end it, but y'all know, I voted for this man twice, though. I did believe it, but I feel like if you can't get too attached to any leader, you can't get too fanatical over a leader. It's different, like Hutch was saying, it's different between constitutionalism and different between patriotism.
There's been nobody like Donald Trump.
See, but what has he really done for us? He's badass. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, he fired me up, and I was ready to. I didn't really love.
He hasn't done much for the white man.
Exactly, dude. He's done a lot for minority communities.
And that is fucking cool.
He's done a lot for African Americans, a lot for Hispanics, other countries. You know what I'm saying? Like,
unless we're like really, really rich, like my last boss that you know.
Yeah, the dude that'd be like
was a millionaire boss. He was in real estate, and you know people like that.
That was a mean bastard.
People like that are millionaires. That's who like really benefit off of all that. You know what I mean? I don't really care about all this. The only reason I cared about somebody leaving the country that was against political correctness.
Exactly. It was people that loved the country versus people that hate the country, man.
It wasn't. They weren't like holding your hand. He's not gonna hold your hand throughout your whole fucking life. Like, get out there and work. Don't be a bum. You know what I mean?
Straight up, dude.
And I mean, there's nothing wrong. You know, if you find yourself homeless and can't work, you know, that's different. You know, and if they want to keep giving us money, I'm gonna take it. You know, because I need it. You know what I mean? Fuck them. You know, I give a fuck. Pardon my French. Pardon my Cajun French.
I don't think that's French. I think that's Deutsch. Man, yeah, man. So we're getting a little deep. We're kind of diving a little deep into this whole.
Late night hideout, baby.
No, this ain't late night hideout. This is Pilgrim Radio Live. But if Hutch hops up on here at any moment, that will be a fucking late night hideout. That's what I'm saying. Don't y'all? We don't do it every Sunday. We do it every 2 Sundays. You know what I'm saying? We do. Hutch don't like schedules. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
Hutch is like my fucking big brother. Like, that's crazy. Like, kind of developed kind of like a mentorship, but also like. Hutch is cool as fuck though.
It's like at any time, it's like y'all can just hop on, and it's just like
it's just chill, dude. It's just chill. You know what I'm saying? That's we have good chemistry on this shit, man. Because you know, and that's what it takes. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna, you want to do some shit, I've noticed when I'm doing this shit, dude, that if you have somebody else on the screen with you and you guys are vibing, you guys are talking about some interesting shit, you know, it's going really good, man. And that's the dude there. That's him. You know, Tribe as well. That's another person and shit that kind of put me on the path.
14 minutes.
Oh shit, we got a Steve Will Do It premiere in 14 minutes. Yo, we got 13 people waiting in that. Go and say yo. Pilgrim Radio Live is live right now, y'all. See what we got going on. We're gonna see if we can get a Steve Will Do It raid. That'll probably be impossible. There's gonna be 20,000 people in his chat soon. But before we go off topic too much, what's up, Hava? Good to see you. At the beginning, I was telling you guys that the Dayton Game Killer passed away recently, and he was a creep. Let me show you guys this.
From Hollywood, the dating capital of the world. From Hollywood,
if it'll play.
From Hollywood, the dating capital of the world. It's the Dating Game.
name is Rodney Akala.
Star Marshal, your host, Jim Black.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. And welcome to the dating game. And we'll get right underway. It's time to meet our first three eligible bachelors for game number 1. And here they are. Good luck, gentlemen. Well, let's see.
I don't know
Bachelor
right
one is a
this video.
successful
This is an
photographer
archive video.
who got
It's
his
in public
start when his
domain.
father found him in the dark room at the age of 13, fully developed. Between takes, he might find him skydiving or motorcycling. Please welcome Rodney Alcala. Rod, welcome.
There he is. He came up with that
Game
intro for
number 1,
himself.
and here she is. Here is a young lady with a wealth of experience. She once earned a living massaging feet, but she quit when her boss suggested that she work her way up. Then she taught school in Phoenix, Arizona. Now she's here to educate our 3 bachelors in the art of amour. Welcome, if you will.
He almost killed this
Cheryl
woman, but he creeped her
Bradshaw.
out so much behind backstage
Hello, Cheryl.
that never even went on the date.
Don't sit down yet. Just a minute. Want to make sure everything is straight. You relax.
But the
you
dude
feel
that
okay?
was sitting next
All right.
to him,
You know, there's
this
3
guy,
bachelors over there. There'll be
Rodney,
1, 2, and 3. Ask them anything you like to
I
find out
always
about them,
get the
except
call, just so
their
you
name,
know.
age,
And the
occupation,
dude
or
thought that was
income.
weird.
Okay? And we're going to start by having them say hello to you and see how they sound. Number 1, would you say hello to Cheryl, please?
We're going to have a great time together, Cheryl.
Okay. And here we go.
Cheryl looks pretty fine for back in the 70s.
Bachelor number 1,
Yes.
what's your best time?
The best time is at night, nighttime,
Why do you say that?
because that's the only time there is.
The only
What's up,
time?
Patricia?
What's wrong with morning, afternoon?
Well, they're okay, but nighttime's when it really gets good. Then you're really ready.
I'm a drama teacher, and I'm going to audition each of you for my private class. Bachelor number 1. You're a dirty old man. Take it.
Come on, over here.
Oh, honey, we ought to go out and boogie.
Bet that dude was loving that. Oh my god, that's so
Bachelor
weird.
number 1. I am serving you for dinner.
Oh,
What are you called, and what do you look like?
I'm called the banana, and I look really good.
Can you be a little more descriptive?
Peel me.
Later, Bachelor 1.
This
Later.
man killed up to 130 people.
Welcome back to the dating game. And Cheryl, we have reached the moment of truth, as we call it. You've heard from the bachelors. You got some great dramatic presentations, some good answers. But now I'm going to ask you a question. Will that date be bachelor number 1, bachelor number 2, or bachelor number 3? Who gets the dates?
Well, I like bananas, so I'll take 1.
Number 1, bachelor number 1. All right. Well, there they go. However, you did leave 1 remaining, and this is your date, and I want to tell you something about him, Cheryl. He's a skydiver, so he's got a lot of nerve. He's into motorcycling. He's also a fine photographer. Say hello.
Thank
to
God this
Rodney
lady chose not to go out with this guy
Alcala.
after this, huh? He just could not control himself. He was just such a violent weirdo. He was killing people in between this. He'd already killed like 10 people or some shit, maybe more before that.
It looks like the 2 of you may be involved in some sort
And he
of
probably killed somebody
racket.
after this. This
So
dude's
we're
piece
going
of
to have you
shit.
take
He should have been executed, but
First, you'll receive
he died
tennis
at
lessons from
77.
expert
What was the
Naomi
day?
Besa of the famous Kirkwood Tennis Club.
He died yesterday.
And you'll
Yeah,
soon
July
be acing
24th.
everyone off the court. And to make sure you both look as professional as you'll become, complete tennis outfits will be provided by Bill Darling's Tennis Shop. It'll really make you look like part of the racket set. Then it's off the Magic Mountain, one of America's greatest and most complete amusement parks.
But yeah, that's enough of that. Yeah, that dude was a piece of shit, though. It's crazy that that guy, he was so confident in himself just to go on to the on a show like that. But he was so creepy, dude. It's funny that he creeped the woman out so much. Like he was probably just he's probably just like, oh my god, like a creep, man. We got some more people in the house. Prepper 101 was good. We got the link up here if anybody wants to hop on. Like I said, we're gonna be having Jose come up soon. Susanna, what's up? Hillbilly Homesteader, what's up, Bubba? Thank you, sir. Yeah, he's definitely my dude. That Hutch is definitely like cool as fuck though. He's like my brother for sure. I wouldn't necessarily say, but he's like an older like brother for sure. Hutch kicks ass though. But guys, yeah, that was crazy though, dude. Like the what's up, Klingon? But if yeah, I just couldn't imagine. That's so funny that he creeped the chick out so much. What was your impression of that? What was y'all's impression of that guy?
That's just a sick.
He
fuck.
looked like Weird Al Yankovic.
I mean, you know.
But he is a sick bastard. It's like that's kind of shit. That's all. That's probably worse than That's why I always tell guys like, yo, I mean, it's common knowledge, common sense, but lock your doors. Like you'd be surprised how many times people forget to lock their doors, dude. It's like you gotta lock them doors up. Like this dude, he's on, but I think the worst one of these bastards to ever live, though, dude, is Richard Ramirez, dude. Easily, dude. We're not even gonna talk about his crimes, but I think that some the shit that he would do. If y'all want to cry, if y'all want to get y'all's emotions messed with, go watch this documentary they have on Netflix.
I mean, dude, you can't really say any of these fucks were worse because you think of
They're
Gacy,
all,
dude.
He
Think
did
of the
that
children he killed,
but
bro. Hundreds.
Fucking Richard Ramirez. We're not talk about that shit too much. Richard Ramirez and shit that would do shit to children and shit too, but he wouldn't kill them and shit. Dude, he was evil, dude. Like, but he was like coming from some kind of
Satan.
satanic background, dude. Yeah, but these guys, they were all troubled kids. I think was he in military before? Was he ever in the military?
I don't think so.
A lot of these dudes were though.
Dude, yeah, majority.
A lot of them were, man. They be fucking with that shit. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. Now Weird Al was dope though. That guy was for sure creep. Yeah, and I definitely think that these guys might procure some of this shit for the elite. They might be getting some of the flesh, as it were, for these elites. What up, Laura?
Just a minute, I gotta fix my mic. Hello? Oh, crap. I'm gonna jump down and try this again because it's not working. I can't hear anything.
Hello? Hello? Oh, we got sound. Bug dude, what's happening, Bubba? Okay, let's see. We're going to try this again. It's my theory that if there are two people on... What's up, Susanna?
Hello, I can hear you now.
Perfect. I can hear you good, too. Everybody, we 5x5? Excellent. What's going on with you, Susanna?
Not much. I was just listening to you talking about the serial killers.
What's your opinion on that? Isn't it? If you look into, I've looked into some of this stuff a little bit, and it's some of these connections that some of these guys got with with each other is crazy, though, with some of the connections they have with politicians. Like John Wayne Gacy, there's a photo of him meeting Rosalind Carter. You ever seen that?
Oh yeah, I've I've been looking at them for a long time. Yeah, that guy you were showing, he was really creepy. And
Yeah.
so I think that girl, that woman, when she hugged him, I think she started to get a feeling, and it creeped her out. But before that, that's why she picked him. She wasn't getting that feeling yet, but being around him, she started getting that feeling. John Wayne Gacy, yeah, he has, there are pictures with him with a lot of people, a lot of political people. Yes, they do have a lot of connections. Even Eileen Wuornos came out at one point, and a lot of people don't know this, but she ranted and raved about having connections to the government, and that she's not the only serial killer who said that they knew what was going on and that they were used. And she's not the only one. Richard Ramirez was very interesting as
What
well.
was the name of the woman you just said again? I got Grace looking her up.
Eileen Wuornos.
Oh, from that movie Monster?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh my god, that movie is crazy. That's insane. I could see her being connected. You just blew my mind. That's crazy.
And she was saying, and everyone was like, "Oh, you're crazy. Oh, whatever, whatever."
Right.
Now, what did you think about Richard Ramirez? My bad.
Yeah, Richard Ramirez was pretty interesting person to look into. He was groomed when he was very young, and by somebody who I think was in his family or very close to his family, and taught him to do the things that he did. So he was groomed and taught to do those things. I really believe, honestly, that there were a lot of things that were pinned on him that he did not do. If you actually look at it and study it, you'll see that. I mean, we don't have the time for all that. I mean, this will take quite a bit.
A couple episodes.
But if you look into it, you'll be very surprised at what you find. He was one thing he did. He was pretty upfront with what he did. He was willing to take the fall. But he was also taught that way. Look, I'm willing to take my punishment for what I did because I know what I did was wrong.
It's almost like it was almost sacrificial too. Like if the sacrifices raised back in the ancient times, they'd raise up people would be sacrifices, and when their time came to be sacrificed, they wasn't scared, they wasn't freaking out because they were raised ever since they were born that they knew they'd be sacrificed one day.
Right. There's a lot. He was also one of the ones at one point that said, look, the government knew what I was doing. He said, we have connections with each other, and they're not saying anything about it. But they know what's going on.
You see what Patricia just put?
Oh yeah.
He's a member of
Right. He was adopted, but he was still a Bundy.
Exactly. Like you got to think, all the things you hear about these guys doing, it's the same stuff you hear about these elites doing in their crazy parties they have. It's like, what is this?
List of all serial killers.
Dude, I can't believe there's been that many of them. He showed me a list of all the serial killers in the history of the United States.
There's another one, Son of Sam. He did the same thing. He came out as well and said, look, if you look at some of his newer interviews, he came out, and there are things he still won't talk about, but he does admit to also being inside, and that there are connections with all these people, and that they know about it. He's another one who said it.
Wow. I heard that that guy I went squirrel for a second. I was taking in too much information. Which one was we talking about just now?
The Son of Sam.
That's unprofessional of me. I
He was in
apologize.
the military.
With that dude, yeah, he was in military, but also and that's not knocking military at all. The people, I'm saying that I think that sometimes, there's some dark shit in the government, like we've been talking about. And I think they do some bad shit to these guys by accident, to some of them. But the Senate, like, the most interesting thing about that guy to me, he's a very bad dude. But I think it's kind of funny that he said that his dog told him his dog wasn't his dog that was Sam or something like that, and his dog was Satan talking to him.
Yeah, I suggest that you research it and see what he said back then, and then look at his newer interviews if you can find them, because
Okay.
I do. But that way you'll get a better understanding of what's happening, because he is on meds right now,
So
and
you think
he
he could
looks
be himself?
totally different.
Okay. There's another link to him right there. Yeah, that's crazy, dude.
This is a new interview link for.
Oh, that's a new interview. We got a new interview link for him right here as well. Who is Marina? Do you know Marina Abramovic?
It's Marina Abramovic.
Who is she? Who's that lady?
She's connected in there as well with Hollywood and politics. She's known for her cannibalistic rituals, things of that nature. She does a lot of ritual work with them.
She hangs out with a lot of celebrity, like rappers and stuff. Like
Really?
Kim Kardashian.
Let me see who this woman is. Show me.
How you spell her name is kind of
It's
hard.
Marina. Let's see what's going on with this woman. And then it's AB.
I think I thought it was down there.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah, that's it.
This
She
woman is
looks
sick,
weird. The first thing that pops up on this woman is her being connected to Bill Gates as well.
Yeah, she's older than she looks.
I think I've heard about this woman. She was doing some kind of blood stuff, right?
Yeah, she does that sort of stuff on walls and things like that. But she also does things where she it's like you see him eating what looks like a cake, but you can't be sure. But it looks like a human body. And there are famous people standing around eating pieces of it.
Wow, that's because they want to do what's up, Urban Grandma Prepper, Ohio? What's happening, y'all?
Right, Ohio is correct. She's known for her what's called spirit cooking.
Well, let me show this photo.
Hold it backwards like that.
Do you guys see it good?
That's all cake. That's a famous. I think that's Gwen Stefani.
Really? I could definitely see these people trying to get into what's hip. They're like, oh, it's hip to be eating some shit that looks like a person. Let's show a couple more of these pictures.
Like this is demonic. Like, let me go back here. Like,
It looks like it's like a whole bunch of bodies piled on top of each other.
if you look closely, I think it's like a bunch of like children.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's just disturbing stuff, man.
Yep.
I've never really looked into those. I've heard about her before. I heard she's controversial. Now that I've been thinking about it, I've never actually looked at her shit.
Right, and hers is more recent stuff. You'll see Lady Gaga there. There's quite a few people you will see there.
What up, John T? No, we're just looking at some satanic woman's artwork, if that's what you want to call it. I guess she is some. I've been having my mind blown about some of these serial killers and their connections tonight, man. And the spiritual cooking, like, can you tell me one more time exactly what that means?
It's like exactly what it looks like, man.
Like it's where who's to know if they don't? They
depicting-
probably do put human flesh in
It's
this shit.
depicting child sacrifice. That's what it is. That's what all these people are about. Drinking the adrenochrome and all that shit, dude. It's deep, man. It's deep.
Wow. But I didn't know that they had their own like chef, and I didn't know how close. Like, how is this woman so connected with Bill Gates and all this shit?
Yeah, they all run in the same circles.
Yeah, can you share some more of those? Yeah, sure. We're gonna in the future. I'm gonna make sure I have like more access to be able to put videos up quickly and doing all that stuff. But we just have to share links for now. Wow, Susanna, that's crazy. And all these people, man.
Check this shit, dude.
What is this? Show
This
this.
is it. This is the ritual. She starts by painting a bunch of weird stuff on the walls.
Right. And what it is it's rituals. They're doing rituals, and they do this stuff, they put it on the walls. It's supposedly some kind, they say pig blood, but we don't really know what it is. Sometimes they'll say it's paint, but they put it up on the walls and then they hold rituals there.
Skip ahead a little bit here. It's a long video. Look, this is where it gets weird.
It shows, yeah, get to the nitty gritty.
That's why they splashed on the fake baby, the fake child.
This shit, dude. Turn this shit off, dude. I don't want to watch. Let's change this shit. Dude. This shit disturbs me, dude.
It's crazy shit, dude.
What the fuck, dude? Because this shit makes me fucking like almost want to cry, dude. Because who knows that they could be doing this shit in real life and shit.
Everything.
I know that sucks. Sorry, but
it is. No, it's okay. Yeah, it's very disturbing what you see.
Because it scares me to think, I'm like, dude, do they do this shit in real life though? If you know what I mean, like.
She's not the only one. There are other people that they hire to teach them to do these things. There's a reason why they laugh at anyone who doesn't think like them. If they have any sort of spiritual interest outside of what they think should be, people get laughed at. So I don't know if you notice this, but people who are Christian are the worst. They're the ones who get it the worst. They get laughed at in Hollywood by the rest of them.
I was about to say that. Yeah, it feels like it's almost it's okay to openly insult Jesus Christ and God and to like blaspheme and defecate and just like do bad stuff, right? Into to the Bible and stuff like that and into the image of Jesus. But if you show images of anything else, you know what I'm saying? If you insult anything else, that's horrible. But it's becoming cool, and it's like people like you don't see like you don't see people like talking about like I don't know. It's so weird because the way I grew up, I always had God in the house whenever I was growing up, you know. But it's weird and everybody else that I knew had God in their house too. You know what I'm saying?
It's a little weird for me though. Just like with my dad and everything.
Exactly, you know. But sometimes you can have people that can they'll be saying this, but they will not be following the example what they're saying.
And then you see what they're doing. They're trying to get rid of religion.
Exactly. They honestly they don't even want. I don't think that they're trying to. I think they're trying to get rid of atheism, trying to get rid of Christianity, get rid of all of these religions, right? Even atheism, because they don't want you to be an atheist. They're gonna want you to believe in whoever the Antichrist is as your God.
And so it's pretty interesting what you find. You know what you would keep finding. There is a writer that he does a lot of work, and I know a lot of these things too because I've studied world religions. So if you're studying world religions, you learn literally almost every religion that there is or was, and it's yeah, it's pretty crazy. Some of the things that you do find and what you connect to what's happening now. There's a lot that goes into this.
It's like Agent Smith enters people negatively whenever you're starting to talk about this stuff to people. You know, from the Matrix, how Agent Smith can enter anybody at any time he wanted to, and they just start throwing you bad vibes and talking about, oh, what do you mean what you're well?
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like we've become our own tormentors, though. People, I don't mean to digress from what you was talking about. My bad. But I think this is kind of connected. But I think that we've become our own tormentors. You know what I'm saying? People were stuck in this life together, and it's almost like a prison. That wouldn't be like that if people were just a little bit more chill with each other, I guess. You know, I don't know any other vernacular to use, but
Well, that's the thing. That's what they're doing, and why people are doing the things that they are today, because they're pushing their agendas on people and they're hammering it into them daily. And that's why you get the people who just start, you know, out of nowhere, they're angry. They've been messed with. They're angry.
and that's why you see a lot more street fights and a lot more people doing stupid shit. Like, I hate whenever you see the street fights and that's just people just wildly swinging at each other and going crazy.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
But yeah, they 1 second. I'm sorry. I'm messaging somebody right now. I apologize.
That's fine. It's your stream.
But yeah, you're definitely throwing out some mind blowing knowledge, Suzanne. I appreciate that. But it's definitely like, what do you think can help people? You know, what do you think will what do you think will what will bring people together? Do you think anything besides, you know, the end of the world? Like, you know what that's the only thing I think will bring us together.
You know, it's funny because a lot of people are asking that question, and it's just like any other addiction. They're going to have to come to terms and look at it themselves, for themselves, and see what's happening around them. Too many people are turning that they're ignoring it, even though they see it. You hear people saying, well, so and so said, you know, they wouldn't do this, but then they turned around and did the, you know, it's because they're not telling the truth themselves either. They're lying to themselves, and then not just the person that they're lying to. They need to look within themselves and open their eyes to what's really happening, and stop looking the other way, thinking it's just going to go away, because it isn't.
Because people we're set on this fantasy. Hollywood and movies have made us associated with some kind of fantasy life. You know what I'm saying? It's associated with some kind of fantasy life, and that's why you see all these people who get in altercations with police officers, and they're always like, no, you can't tell me what to do, and it's like, no, buddy, you just tried to rob somebody. That cop can tell you what to do, or even if you didn't do anything, like, it's still, you got to be respectful. But people, they're stuck in this fantasy that the current party and the current president. I don't want to get too political about this shit, but I really feel like that. I feel like they're connected to this negative vibe energy. You know what I'm saying? And like, I feel like they since they took office, this shit has. It's like the whole society has changed. You've seen commercials on TV? Have you seen, like, I don't want to sound like
all you have to do is turn the TV on.
Yeah,
and just see that it's like,
say it for me.
It's against. I'm going to say right now, it's against the white man.
And that's not racist at all, but it seems like in every commercial, and my wife is from another country, you know, she is not a white person, but I feel like in every commercial, and this might be very controversial, but every commercial, it's just like they're trying to push some kind of a bisexual or some kind of biracial or some kind of like, and also in all the movies and all the TV shows, if you see any kind, there's like, I don't know how to put this, but
I know exactly what you're saying. And I think I just came from Bigfoot Stream a little bit ago, and he had it exactly, he was talking exactly about that. But you know what's funny is I seen it coming in the 90s, and nobody was standing up. I was one of the very few who stood up and did yell about it. And everybody laughed. Nobody paid attention. And now they're looking. But you know what? When Bigfoot is right, they're pushing it in schools now. You go and you walk down the halls and you see what they're putting up on the walls, and what they want to teach in kindergarten now.
It's like they're pushing, like there shouldn't be any kind of sexuality for children, but it's like they're trying to push, like it's okay if you want to choose whatever kind of sexuality you have at this age or some shit. And like,
yeah, like they should
the
not know what
this music,
sexuality
the
is.
music that they have to listen to, like the people, like I don't know if you know who Little Nas X is, the dude that did that song with Billy Ray Cyrus.
Old Town Road.
Oh, he did
Right.
Old Town Road.
Everybody knows that song.
Everybody knows
Right.
that's how he got into our homes, y'all. That's how this satanic bastard got into our homes. He's now famous for doing the lap dance on the devil and shit in that one video. And this new music video, this new song he has, this new video, dude. And I'm somebody that, you know, because I'm trying to be topical. I'm trying to find some funny shit out there. I'm trying to get my mind blown. I'm trying to find some dark shit. This thing was dark. This new music video, I don't suggest anybody watch this. Do not watch it. I do not.
Yeah,
don't watch
it.
this
Just
shit. Just
advice.
take our advice.
It's sick.
And it's sick because children are watching this videos.
You could
and
be
the
however you wanna
lyrics
be.
in this song, and you can be however you want to be. There's nothing wrong with gay people. I am against this. What is it? The gay agenda.
The propaganda.
The
Trying to make everybody fucking.
yeah, and there's nothing wrong with being gay, but there is something wrong with how this Little Nas X dude, he invaded our homes with that song with Billy Ray Cyrus
for it to be pushed
down our throats later on. He didn't say he was gay until after he became popular with that song, and then he starts coming out with all these extremely gay videos and just shit that no heterosexual man would watch.
Yeah,
You know,
think
like
about it like this real
that's
quick.
shit that no heterosexual person would jam out to and be like, oh yeah.
Think about the that documentary we seen.
The one about all the rappers, Lil
Wayne,
Wayne, Drake,
all these
Birdman.
they are secretly like that.
But they push that image. They push those
Right.
lyrics and their songs kind of hidden.
Exactly.
Like Lil Nas X, and he'll just
And
that.
if
Yeah.
you listen, if you've listened, not too long ago as well, there were a lot of the younger rappers even on YouTube coming out, and people laughed. They thought that they were messing around, and they were trying to tell people, look, this is what happened to me. This is what they're doing in there. They were trying to tell, but people weren't listening because they thought that they were just playing around, and they weren't. They were trying to tell them what was going on.
Let's see exactly that Lil Wayne. There's another guy that started with him, and they were both 12. They both started out hanging out with Birdman, doing the Young Money shit. But that guy did not reach the level of fame that Lil Wayne did, because that guy did not want to do the shit that Lil Wayne did. And we're about to put a link out to this. But yeah, it's just that I am not surprised about that, Susanna, because I just do you know who Laura Hubbard is?
No.
She's whatever you want to call them. I'm not trying to bash on anybody's identity or like, but she used to be a man and was setting records in high school as a weightlifter and was, it was a badass weightlifter apparently. And then all of a sudden decides to change into a woman. All right. And now they're competing in the Olympics, and people are like, and this person has dominated before in other competitions, but it's been defeated. I'm against that too, dude. That'd be like, imagine if that was in fight.
Or that man that is now a woman will always be a man in my eyes. Sorry about it.
But Lil Urban Prepper had a question for you, Susanna. My bad. I was trolling off bad. This shit got me fired up.
Live stream, bro.
Yeah, sorry. This is how we do it. Sorry, it's like an episode of Family Guy. It starts one way and ends another.
Yes, I've heard about them. Yes.
What is that? What is that something to do with like UFOs or something?
Just more.
Oh yeah, I feel you on that 100%. Yeah, we're going a little dark. Let's kind of get into the light a little bit. Let's crawl up the hole. But we can go way darker, but I don't want to go too dark, dude. It's not late enough,
Yes, Hoot Owl, it's me.
What up, Hoot Owl? I got lost, and let me see what's up in this chat.
It's just the latest picture of me that was taken yesterday.
Good night, Grandma Prepper. We'll see ya.
Night, Grandma Prepper. And you know, these things, not everybody can look into them and be sane. There's a there people are people. Some people will be able to look into these and have be more knowledgeable for it, and others will look at and barely get into it and start getting, you know, their stomachs will start turning. Not
Yeah,
everybody has the stomach to look into some of these things.
That's the rapper here. You seen that? It's $24 million.
exactly. They yeah, and it's, if you don't want to get into that, I respect that, because this is some stuff I wish I didn't know what I know, but I'm glad I do, though, you know. But I wish I didn't. I mean, some of the stuff, you know, honestly, I've lost a little bit of sleep thinking about this shit. I'm like, oh man, there's nothing I can do. What can I do besides try to reach people about it? But I remember you tried talking about stuff like this 10 years ago. People would shut you down immediately. There was no open conversations. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Right. I
But
know.
now everybody's talking about it. Everybody's talking about Epstein. Everybody's talking about it now.
And
It's like,
that's the thing, is more people, because of the things that are happening, are willing to look at it and face it now. There are more people willing to do that now, because without that knowledge, you don't know what's coming. You don't know what's there. You don't get those feelings. I mean, I've when I was a teenager in high school, I had a teacher that was a pedophile, a math teacher. I mean, you start learning their habits and what they do. When I went to college, there was another teacher there that was a pedophile. You start realizing how they act and what they do.
how crazy is it that these people get around children so easily? Like, you know, and you heard, like, but yeah, that's man, see, I don't think, I've been, I don't, because I look back, you think about it now, like, you hear about it, obviously Jerry Sandusky is a very famous case of somebody that was beloved by the community, and that was like, oh yeah, he helps coach some badass football, and he's made some good players, but he was one of the most evil people to ever live. And people would never have thought that, and he was somebody, how does that person get into to that kind of thing, you know what I'm saying? And I'm 50-50 on Michael Jackson, to be honest with you. There's a part of me that believes he secretly is Q, that he secretly is Q. That I heard, yeah, there's an image in Neverland Ranch that looks like it's shaped into Q, and it's supposedly that this man was actually helping to save the children. Supposedly. Now I've done some research into this, and this shit was kind of blowing my mind though a little bit, because some of this stuff is making sense. And if they want somebody, if they want you to think somebody is a bad person, they're going to put out any bad information they can.
You also cannot be investigated for 10 years and be somebody who does that and not have an urge and get caught. You would get caught
under a microscope, wasn't he?
Yep, you would quickly get caught. And if anybody has heard his niece Brandy, who dated one of those guys, that lied about recently, what that movie that came out.
Yes, that's what I was going to talk about too.
Yeah, she comes out and talks. She actually had interviews lined up, but when that came out, they said, no, we don't want to talk to you. We only want to talk to him.
This is he believed in the Q and all this before it was even something. That was just like one of the monuments he had.
Yeah, and his dad Joe Jackson was a mean bastard too, a real piece of shit.
If they just listen to some of the lyrics in his music, man, yeah, okay. And people will be like, oh, this is a creepy motherfucker. But people with a heart and people with a fucking soul will realize that he was not a creepy motherfucker, He was a good guy, He used his shit for the good. That's why he was killed, bro.
I do not. But if he did actually, I don't think, if he did actually allow children to sleep in his bed.
He had a 2-story bedroom, dude.
Okay, well that, but still, I don't even know if I believe in it. I believe he did do that shit. But if he did do that shit, that's fucked up. That should never happen.
Yeah, don't sleep in the.
Yeah,
bed
even
with
if you.
kid.
Yeah, exactly.
He said he slept.
Sorry for cussing so much too.
Oh no, that's fine.
Sorry. You know.
It's rumored that he was chemically castrated by his father, but I don't know if that's true or not.
I heard a story that hit. You heard how Michael J. How he used to have bad acne on his face and he became a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that his dad would take a fork and scrape it on his face and be like, "You're ugly. You need to learn how to sing better," or some shit, and just scrape on his face the fork.
See, I believe that type of stuff, man.
But like his dad, he'd be beating them belts and like shit, like to the extreme kind of shit.
You think the kind of stuff we went through, man?
Yeah,
Just
dude,
imagine.
nothing like that. I don't think I ever had a fork scraped on my face.
Well, no, nothing like that. But it's just saying, you know what I mean?
But they could have even you heard about Mariah Carey's sister?
Yeah.
That's another one. She was a good singer, just as good, if not better. But supposedly those two were a part of. They were groomed to be that. That's why Mariah Carey got married to. Was he like 50 years older than she was when he got married?
Right.
And the sister, she became a bad drug addict, homeless, and I think it might even still be homeless on the streets today if she didn't die.
Dude, all he did, man, was like go to
You shared that link?
A lot of them were look at how young they were when they did get married or when they met them and were groomed. So did oh crap, what's her name? The singer, the one that sang the Titanic song. What's her name?
Dion?
Yes. Look at how she he left his wife for her, and look at how young she was when he met her. He groomed her.
40 hours.
That's also like the that's so crazy. How many of these people you ever seen this is another movie exactly like that, Susanna. The Fifth Element with Bruce Willis and the lady from the zombie movies in it. What's her name? Mila Jovovich. She was 15 and married to like a 35-year-old man or something like that, who was the director of that movie. And another, Brad Pitt. And what's the name of the girl who was off of Natural Born Killers in California?
Who's that one you were just talking about?
But Brad Pitt was like 28, 29 whenever he was married. He was dating a 16-year-old girl, another Hollywood actress. She was in Natural Born Killers. Let me see. You gotta find it because this is a dude. But they said they didn't do anything. But still, dude, I think honestly, if a girl's not 21 or older and shit, even at this point, because you can't buy cigarettes, can't buy alcohol. Come on now, what? You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. And if they know, I mean, I've been doing this for a long time, so if
Juliette Lewis was the one that was 16 and he was 26.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, look at
so
some of the
sick,
stuff
dude.
they put in the movies too, like on Eyes Wide Shut. Where she's in the costume store and those Asian dudes are playing around with her, chasing her around in their underwear. And then the dad comes down, he doesn't care. He's probably getting paid.
Oh shit! We went a little deep on there. What's up, Rich Mountains? Yeah, we went a little too. We got a little too deep. We should have. Honestly, there's no level of how deep it is. You know what I'm saying?
Don't matter. Speaking of deep, a Clockwork Orange. That's a great.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. I've been doing this for a long time. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah,
we ain't harming nobody. We're talking about Hollywood elites that fucking are just as evil as everybody else we've been talking about.
It's great. They're like the vanguards. But answer Hudal's question real quick. Little Nas X is kind of spearheading the gay, not the gay agenda, but the fucking the satanic gay agenda. Not connected to gay people at all, but just connected to like Luciferianism type ritualistic type shit to maybe to control the population. But I was saying Lil Wayne. Drake, all these dudes, Another rapper you guys might not have heard of him. His name is XXXTentacion. He put a video out and a picture out of Drake doing some gay shit with somebody, and then you can hear in the song Drake said, he said, "Triple X, I got a red dot on your head, and now you are dead." And then that dude, he died 2 weeks later and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because Drake put a hit out on him for talking about him like that.
Yeah.
Well, look at what happened with Eazy-E. And then, what's his name? He doesn't care. He gets up there and does his interview with somebody and basically says how easy it is to inject somebody with that shit. And,
Not,
you know,
Yeah, Suge Knight was another dude that was bad. Yeah, I heard that he had just went up and stabbed him with a needle, got somebody to stab him with a needle and inject him with
yeah.
the right there. But this Suge Knight dude, real quick story about this guy. He hung Vanilla Ice upside down a balcony from the 30th level of it, 30 stories, and he made Vanilla Ice sign over the rights and the royalties and all the money to that song.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy in there. There's a lot. There's the ones that do get away, like Rose McGowan. She's talking now, but she even says, it took a while. I had to learn what to do to get out of the situation that I was in, and I had to wait until that time, and now she's speaking out. There's a reason why she's always, up on Alyssa Milano's ass. Look at who Alyssa is married to.
Who is
He's
she
a
married?
pimp. He's a pimp in Hollywood, basically.
Really? Look at that. Look that up. Dude, that's and I do not like that lady because I did like watching what's that movie she's with Buffy the Vampire Slayer in it?
Oh, I know what. Are you talking about Charmed?
Oh, no,
Or are
Charmed
you
was a dope show, but it was a movie. It was like
with Miss Sarah Michelle
yes,
Gellar?
Sarah Michelle Gellar. I apologize. I didn't mean to call her Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Anything but gallery.
Dave Bugliari.
Yes.
Is that what? Look let's see some information on this man. See what pops up when you search for this man. Yeah, but Alyssa Milano, she'll be talking trash. Or she'll be saying, "Oh, people like Joe Rogan have more listeners and people listen to him than I do." And it's like, well, maybe because you suck, Alyssa Milano, and you're talking about bullshit. Yeah.
Well, she's one of those ones too. Alyssa Milano would hold those little political things, and if someone barely disagreed with her, she would tell them, "You need to be investigated. There's something wrong with you." And she would have her people, it was on video, and then she would have her people throw them out just because they had a question she didn't like or didn't agree with.
That's Agent Smith.
Yeah, there are a lot of people now that are very upfront with what they are doing.
Because Luciferianism is different than Satanism.
Exactly. And yes, it is.
Satanism is more like atheism, right? And then Luciferianism is like you believe in a Beelzebub and all these demons. Yeah, and James Franco, that makes me sad.
Atheism, you believe in neither.
One is actually
Satanism is like they don't believe in Satan as their god. They believe in
like the Bible,
just living their life. They don't believe in any god. They call it Satanism to freak people out.
Oh, okay.
You heard about James Franco, Susanna?
I'm sorry, what was that?
You heard about what happened about James Franco getting caught up in all this stuff lately?
Yeah, I've heard about that.
That makes me sad, dude. I grew up laughing to this man's movies.
Yeah, a lot of these people are, you want to say they're great actors, and that's exactly it. They're great actors.
Exactly. See, and that hasn't. And some people might get pissed. You know who also is an actor? The same man that taught the inner city communities how to cook crack cocaine and put automatic weapons there, Ronald Reagan. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't do that to do that. But he didn't necessarily do it. But I've heard some shit about this that they were doing that to help fund I guess it was the Ayatollah or the Mujahideen against the Russians, and then the Mujahideen later became Taliban. But all that was a result, and then that was all of that was a result though, because they needed more money to secretly fund this stuff. So they was like, let's just go buy a bunch of kilos of cocaine from Bolivia and stuff, and then we'll go teach people how to make crack with it.
Wow.
Talking about the 80s, that was the kind of ESP that we linked those up.
Yeah.
But I think that he was cool though. I like Reagan though, because a lot of the people that I don't like him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But not everybody is like, there's no leader. You can't put too much faith in any leader, because then you'll be susceptible to getting brainwashed easily. But no human being is God. You know what I'm saying? Like, no human being can. You should not be, I was willing to die for this last president, and I've been thinking about that a lot these past couple weeks. I'm like, man, I shouldn't be willing to die for anybody but my family. You know what I'm saying? But I'd be willing to die.
Maybe people like that, join the military.
Exactly, but like Hutch, there's a difference between patriotism and constitutionalism for sure, dude. Like, I don't want them to change the Constitution, but if they got rid of it and just started over something new, as long as it wasn't liberal and shit like that, if we had our own shit, I know, dude.
We'd have to we'd be. No, I mean,
we wouldn't even be able to have our own country, dude. They wouldn't even allow that. They would not even allow one town. They would not allow it. Like,
I wouldn't agree with it, man.
I know.
Okay, well, I had a great time up here. What I did have, but I need to go feed my family right now, but I'll be listening in chat.
Susanna, God bless you. It was awesome having you on here. You blew my mind for sure. Hopefully, people will get clips of our audio one day and like mash it together. Whenever I was like, "Oh my God, Susanna, what?"
Well,
gosh.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me up here, and bless you as well and your families. And I'll be down there listening. Thank you.
And we'll see you. All right, guys, I'm going to play a little intermission video so we can all kind of, get a little drink, get a little couple snacks in or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Get a, let's take a little bit of a break. Let me go through the chat real quick. Yeah, Susanna blowing minds for sure. Let me see. Get this on here. But Klingon, I believe that people go through phases. How old is she? But I believe people go through phases in their life, no matter what age, actually. And sometimes you'll do these different things, but I think now is the time to get everything in order with your life. You know what I'm saying? To get your like the military official said the other day to the military, apparently, get your house in order. But yeah, I definitely pray for her for sure. But yeah, I choose being a Christian all day for sure. Yeah, exactly. But no, I'd like to see America become an armed republic, and that's something I've been studying lately too. It's pretty badass. Let me show you guys this little fight real quick. Yeah, those two guys are not professionals. The guy that's fighting those two guys, he is professional. I think he was a bare knuckle fighting champion before. Yeah, dude. So that's what I'm saying. If you find yourself out having a good time, you know, out in the bar, you're drinking a little bit, be careful who you mess with. You know what I'm saying? You don't know who you can end up getting fucked up like those two guys did. But yeah, that shows why, you know, it's just best to know how to talk in a situation. Those two dudes were douchebags and tripping. I guarantee that the fighter was being calm about the whole situation up until the point and they cornered him in that stall. But he was whooping on them boys pretty good though. That was insane. Heard that. Yeah, that's what usually happens when people go to these colleges, man. I think that I'd rather go to a technical school or trade school or something I've been thinking of. Let me show you guys one more video real quick. This one right here is this is a little ugly, and pardon the language in this one. It's gonna have a lot of bad language in this one. Not really any skill, if you can notice. The dude with look at that. Oh shit, the dude with no shirt was getting it for a second. Look at, oh, he's slipping back. Oh, and he'll move back. Oh, there it is. Oh, shirt's actually getting work put on him. Shirtless is kicking his ass a little bit. Oh shit, come on now, no shirt. He clacked on that man. Oh no, this was me. Let's see what happens now. Let's see what's going on. This is about to be a tag team showdown. We got some guy. He's trying to interfere. He's trying to be like, "Come on, guys, don't do it, dudes. It's not worth it. Come on, guys." And the verbal judo might be working.
You can't knock me out. You hold it. Fuck y'all niggas, stop talking, cuz. You hold it. Go on about our business. Hold it, I'm swinging. Swing. 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 So what? I'm gonna knock you out though. Swing, cuz. So what? Show me this. Show me. Let nigga swing. Let nigga swing, cuz.
Oh, we got a little frozen up. Oh. But yeah, who do you say won that battle, y'all? I definitely say that No Shirt kicked that dude's ass. But they were both a trash fight. Did you see that fight I was showing them? The dudes in California?
I think, yeah, you showed me that earlier, I think.
Yeah, but that was pretty funny though. But they were clacking on each other though. No shirt.
Too much testosterone loses a lot, or not knowing how to control it.
Exactly. You know, somebody has probably just a very simple misunderstanding led up to that.
I am blessed to say I've never fought
had
anybody.
No clacking like that.
I've never fought anybody outside of like a gym or like a sanctioned fight, because that is like not a good idea.
Yeah, for sure, dude. You never know. Unless I'm saying, like, you don't know. You can end up getting fucked up. You can end up getting your ass kicked. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you mess with them. But usually but if you're somebody that's chilling and shit, you're trying to mind your own business, you can end up kicking someone else's ass.
That's the thing, man. That's why I think everybody either needs to carry or know how to use their fighting skills.
A little bit of both. A little bit hand to hand and a little bit of pew pew.
You know what I mean? Like, because I've seen too much messed up stuff on the internet that could have been easily avoided if like people knew what they were doing, from like people in the street to cops, you know, hurting people, you know, or like shooting someone that had a knife. Whenever they could have easily disarmed that knife, you know what I mean? Like it's just different.
Yeah, dude. That's people. That's what I'm saying. You got to know how to disarm that knife, dude. And not everybody can. I tell you, it takes some time. That's something I'm trying to look into. You know, I got some insane kicks, but I want to be able to disarm a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
We should get a rubber blade and start practicing. Man, dude, whenever we I can't wait till I do some streams of like our workout routines and stuff that we've been doing.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing some shit like that soon, dude. I definitely want to start getting to that gym. I want to start going out. I want to get on that mat, man. I want to start rolling with some other white belts. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, we got Jose might be popping on. Okay. I thought for a second I got the message saying that he wasn't gonna be able to make it. But if y'all don't remember Jose, I hope y'all do. He kicks ass. He's another spiritual warrior. I've gotten some good information from him. Yeah, but shirtless. Learn how to control your anger, Bubba. Now let me see. Reverend Prepper, are you going to bed, Bubba? Good vibes to you as well, my friend. Thank you for stopping in, Bubba. You kick ass, guys. Share any links for anybody. He's way bigger than me and shit, but he's a good dude though. So if you guys don't know him, go check him out. Everybody share links for everybody. Yeah, they're all throwing. I felt like shirtless. I felt like shirt was throwing more precise punches. I'd say it was throwing more kind of like not as ugly looking, but I feel like no shirt was definitely throwing the most wild punches. But if neither one of them really knew any good skills, you know, that's what'll happen. You know, be a lot of clacking. Heard that, Stuart. Yeah, Prepper 101, exactly. He says, the guy with no shirt said backwoods don't got no sexy lips, and the guy with the shirt said, yes, backwoods does, and they started clacking. Yo, can I see that charger? Blah, blah. Oh, shit. We fucked. Oh, shit. Good night, Patricia. I'll probably be, about 12 more minutes. We'll probably be wrapping it up here as well. Planning on doing another live tomorrow. We're going to do a jam stream tomorrow. And then we're going to do another talk show tomorrow night. Yeah, it was awesome having Suzanne on here, though. She was really dropping some of the good-ass knowledge. Let me go back through this chat. Thanks, Prepper101. Does anybody want to hop on and say anything before we get out of here? Let me see. Or actually, I don't know why I said Jose might be hopping on. I was about to say I was about to hop off. I forgot all about Jose hopping on. We just do another one. Jose hops on.
I mean, we keep it rolling.
But he's chilling with his family. You know what, guys? Y'all know me. I'm the supreme squirrel. You know what I'm saying? I'll be going squirrel like. Let me see. Yeah, did he catch the second fish? I know he was trying to look for another fish. He's trying to go ahead and get 2 of them in one day if he could. But yeah, guys, that was insane. Let me see. I'm going squirrel, dude. I'm gonna take this out. Yeah, it always happens, man. You know, if I don't got another co-host with me, usually I'll be losing it. You know what I'm saying? But that's how it be, though. We had some good talking tonight, though. I appreciated every one of y'all for being here. Yeah, guys, you know what I'm saying. That's it. Y'all are bubbas. Y'all are supreme bubbas. We had about 15 in the house all together tonight, and that was kicking ass. We had a badass chat. You know what I'm saying? Like, feel like, you know, each time I do one of these things, you know, I come out more and more, you know, of myself. You know, I be more and more real. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and like Hutch said, man, like Tribe said, like Natives always saying, like Angry's always saying, like anybody that's kicking ass is always saying, you've got to be willing to stand for something. You know what I'm saying? You got to be willing to have your opinion. You got to be willing to defend it. Lucky Dame Preparedness was good. You know what? That's ESP again. I've been having a lot of ESP whenever I do these live streams now. I've been getting to know all of you guys because I was just about to say something about you too. I was just about to say it. Yeah, that's how I learned about the nicotine or the flavored tobacco and the menthol becoming illegal was from you. And I was just about to mention that too. That's crazy. But yeah, you know, and I always, you know, we have some, you know, there was some haters before in the past, you know, but there's no hate. You know, I don't hate on people that I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I hear about some shit, it is. You know what I'm saying? If I do, you know, I'll take my friend's words over somebody I don't know. But I'm not gonna talk about it, you know. But if I'm bullshitting with somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm like, you know, if I'm over there and my friends are saying something, I'm gonna be on my friend's side 100% of the time. I'm gonna be with my friends, dude. Whenever it comes to some like, I'm not gonna help my friends jump nobody, but you know, I'm gonna help my friends do some hooping and hollering and shit for sure. And that's all I gotta say about that. And y'all, any of y'all know what I'm talking about? Then you know what I'm saying. So it's only in DC, or are they gonna do it nationwide? Because you know, in the UK, I heard they banned, they did all that stuff too. Let me see. Yeah, the tech guy, Grays, he left his chair. I ain't got nobody to Google nothing for me right now. Heard that. You know, let's see what's good. It'll come down to it eventually, though. Honestly, I was already over 21 when they made the tobacco age 21, but I see no point in that. You know, it's bullshit. You know, I see no point in it at all whatsoever. Like, because it seems to me like they're just trying to find a way of getting people's business a little bit more than they already do. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we'll see what's good. Wow, that's crazy, though. But they're just trying to slowly chipping away at our freedoms, a little bit here, a little bit there. You know, something small like cigarettes. Then next thing you know, pew pews.
Then stabs.
It's 21 where I'm at, JH 556. When I went up to Massachusetts, I didn't even buy cigarettes, and I went to New York City, and I went to Massachusetts a couple months ago, because they're like, it was like $9 or $10 for a pack of L&Ms. So, yeah, I would definitely would know. You'd have to ask about it. You know, they're all making like $15-20 an hour up there anyway, so it probably averages out. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what's good. Yeah, but keep an eye out on that, guys. You know what I'm saying? Get your homes in order, you know. see what's good. You know, I'm working on it myself, so we'll see what's going on. We'll have a reunion episode one of these days. You guys will be like, oh shit, the Pilgrim family. And it'll be awesome. But, guys, I'm going to hop off of here a little bit earlier than I thought. You know, shit happens, but I'll be back on with you guys tomorrow in the afternoon. We'll be doing a jam stream. We'll do another talk show tomorrow. If anybody wants to hop on tomorrow or anything like that, or if I can go on anybody else's show and bullshit with them, that'll kick ass. You know what I'm saying? So holler at me, I'll holler at you. Let's see what's good. We'll be talking. But you guys have a good one. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace. Thank you all you guys in the chat.